Welcome back to our weekly series on the best paid players in each position. Having taken a look at defensive midfielders last week, this week we move out wide, starting with right wingers. Just to clarify, players can only feature in one position. So players like Lionel Messi or Kylian Mbappe, who are thoroughly capable of playing on the right wing, miss out on the grounds that we still don't feel that is their best or most common position. Here are the 7 best paid right wingers in world football. Theo Walcott, £120,000 a week. In 7th place, just edging out Arjen Robben, no seriously you heard that right, it's Everton winger Theo Walcott. Highly rated from a young age, Walcott went to a World Cup with England at 17, as well as making a big money move to Arsenal. After 12 years, 397 games, and 108 goals at the Emirates, Walcott joined Everton in January. Still only 29, we've seen what Walcott is capable of, but he needs to find real rhythm and consistency with the Toffees, and it seems a bit mental that he earns more than Arjen Robben, Sadio Mane and Riyad Mahrez. Mohamed Salah, £120,000 a week. Undoubtedly the best right winger in the world right now, Mohamed Salah is only the 6th best paid. The Egyptian wizard joined Liverpool from Roma in the summer for a fee of around £35 million. Since then, he has scored 43 goals in 50 games for the Reds, being named Premier League Player of the Year, helping Liverpool to a Champions League final, and he will soon add a Premier League Golden Boot to that collection. Salah is incredibly quick, very good on the ball, and has become increasingly composed in front of goal. You'd expect his salary to double when he signs his next deal. Willian, £120,000 a week. The third and final player in this 7 tied on £120,000 a week, and making it a trio of exclusively Premier League inclusions so far, is Chelsea's Willian. Primarily a right winger, but equally capable of playing on the left or through the middle, Willian has an exceptional work rate for such an attack-minded player. Some sections of Chelsea supporters remain divided over Willian's talents, but when the rest of the team aren't at it, he is often the one left to drag them from the mire. He has pace, flair, and an eye for a pass. Willian was Chelsea's Player of the Year in the 2015-16 season. Raheem Sterling, £150,000 a week. Up into 4th place, and there's a fair old gap between Raheem Sterling and the others in this 7 so far. The Manchester City wide man, who often seems to be needlessly and unfairly vilified by the press, has had the best campaign of his career this season. Such is the quality of the Man City side, however, that his 18 goals and 11 assists in 28 Premier League outings doesn't even ensure him of a starting berth. Sterling has come on leaps and bounds under Pep Guardiola, and for us, he is England's 2nd best player going into the 2018 World Cup. Hulk, £178,000 a week. In 3rd place is the first non-Premier League player to feature so far, and the only Chinese Super League player to make this 7. Brazilian international Hulk has had an unusual career. His goal-scoring record of 266 goals in 490 games is nothing short of sensational for a right winger, but he has yet to test himself in one of Europe's genuine top leagues. When he left Porto in 2012, the powerful wide man could have joined almost any team he liked, but he seemed to prioritise pounds over prestige, heading to Zenit St. Petersburg. In 2016, he left Russia, but instead of La Liga or the Premier League, he headed to Shanghai SIPG of the Chinese Super League. Hulk's bank account should be nice and healthy, but his legacy will always say he failed to prove himself in a genuinely top-class division. Ousmane Dembele, £206,000 a week. It has been a quiet first season at Barcelona for Ousmane Dembele, partly due to a lengthy layoff following a hamstring injury. The Frenchman became the 2nd most expensive footballer in history when he joined Barca from Borussia Dortmund for £97 million last summer. That fee was the result of him having scored 10 goals and making 12 assists for Dortmund the previous season, and he was a teenager at the time. Dembele was handed a contract worth more than £200,000 a week, but he's yet to justify that salary at the Camp Nou. Angel Di Maria, £228,000 a week. After the first 4 players in this 7 all played in the Premier League, none of the top 3 do. One who has experience of playing in England's top flight though is Angel Di Maria. The Argentine international arrived for a huge fee from Real Madrid in the summer that he reached a World Cup final in Rio, but things didn't quite work out for the player at Manchester United. He left after a single season for PSG, where he, like most of the PSG team, has been highly impressive in Ligue 1 without making a real splash in the Champions League. He is the best paid right winger in the world, but still only the 7th best paid player at PSG. So that's it for the top 7. Thanks for watching, give us a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to HITC Sevens.